Hi guys, can you hear me? Hello? Okay. All right. It's already late. Let's start our class quickly. So yesterday I uploaded Maven Movies database. I hope you can able to download that. And if you face any problems in opening that file, anyone? If everything is okay, let's start today's class. All right. So first, let me activate the database. To activate the database, I'm using use Maven Movies, right? And I'm executing this. It got activated. And we have many tables here. Let me just execute film table first. We have one table called as film. To see the data inside it, I will just type it as select start from film, right? So I'm executing this. This is our data. Okay. We have film ID, title, description, release year, language ID, original language ID, rental duration. As I said, this is also belongs to a DVD rental storage database. So we will have the rental details as well. Rental duration. For example, for one movie, they took for 6 hours like that. Okay. Rental rate, length of the movie. Okay. Replacement cost, rating, and special features like that. We have last update as well. These are all columns in this film table. Okay. And guys, if you observe towards here, there is something called as by default we will have limit to 1000 rows. Okay. If I scroll it down here, it is showing me 1000 rows, right? If we want more than 1000 rows, we can just change it from here. I can keep limit to 2000 as well. If there is much data, if we have a data more than 1000, we need to change setting from here. Okay. Here in this table, basically we are having 1000 only, but if they are more than 1000, we need to change the setting here, then it will display. Okay. By default, it will limit to 1000 rows only for everyone. Okay. Now, so far, we understood about the basic. Sorry, guys. So far we understood about the basic concepts of SQL, right? Yes, Sweta?
How we know that we have only 1000 rows?
At the bottom, you can see, if I can scroll it down and I see we have only 1000 rows, right?
Oh, okay.
If I limit it to 2000, if we have more than 1000 rows, it will display here automatically. It is not displaying, right? So that means it is we have 1000 only here. But there will be some tables. See, if I click on limit to 500, it will and if it will show only 500 rows. See, it is showing only 500 rows. But by default, at the end, it will show null here to indicate that we used primary key. Okay. Now I will limit it to 1000. Once again, we need to execute the select statement. Then it will show 1000. Okay.
Thank
First,
you, Zita.
actually, let's see 2000 also. Previously, I didn't execute this, right? Let's execute and check the count, actual count. Yeah, we have 1000 only. Okay. Like this,
No.
we can observe. After changing this setting, we need to run the select statement once again and we need to observe. Okay. All right. So far we discussed all the basic commands and basic syntaxes. From now onwards, let's start understanding about some advanced queries. Let's start working on some advanced queries. Okay. So suppose in the same movies database in the same films table, I just displayed the data from the films table, right? In this film table, I'm having a column called as rating, right? You can see here. So let me just execute it once again. So I have a column called as rating of the film. And if you observe here, I am having some terms like PG, G, NC-17, PG-13, R, like that, right? These are all basically the ratings of the films. Okay. Suppose if I say I want to see the details of those movies, let me write it here first. Let's see some examples along with the advanced queries. Okay. Suppose if I say I want to display the movies of those movies having a rating is a G. Okay, here I'm having PG, NC-17, all the other ratings, right? But if I want to see only the G rating movies data, then how to use that? We already discussed this previously. So any guesses? How to use only this condition? What to use?
Select movie name from film where rating is equal to something.
Right, perfect. We need to use basically where clause. As we discussed, we will use where clause to give any conditions, right? Correct? We discussed previously. Whenever we want to mention any conditions in the SQL statements, we will use where clause. Here, what we are doing basically, we are mentioning condition only. We are saying we want to display only rating is equals to G data. That means that is one condition. So we need to use where clause. I can simply write it as I want to display the data, I will write it as select star from film. Okay, the table name is film, right? Then what I need to write, I want the movies data only where the rating is G, right? So I can write select star from film where rating is equals to G. Okay, we need to give, whenever we are mentioning any character data, we need to give inside the quotes only. Okay, so like this, I will write. Now let me just execute this. Okay, if we observe the rating column, you can see everywhere G only, right? We can able to see all the G data. Rating is equals to G data. That is, we have having only the G here, right? So this is how we will extract the data. Whenever we are mentioning any conditions, okay, whenever we are mentioning any conditions in the questions, we need to use where clause. How we will use where clause? First, we need to write select statement. After that, we need to use where clause. Okay. And basically, while explaining the concepts only, I will give the examples also. Okay. So that whenever you are reviewing this file, you can find this as one example only, right? In this way, we can understand the concepts easily, and at the same time, you may have some examples with you to practice like that. Okay. So next, so suppose I'll give one more query. Suppose if I say fetch the data of movies having length greater than 100, suppose. Then how we will write? Anyone, the one which answered Shusho one, not you, remaining people, anyone answer? How we will write this query? Fetch the data of the movies having length greater than 100. Here also we are giving condition only, no? So what we will use? You can say, guys, if it went wrong also, no problem. Feel free to answer. Here also I'm saying I want to fetch some details, but I'm giving one condition that I want to see only length greater than 100 data. Basically, here, as we have a rating, length is also one of the column name. Okay, we have length here. Here you can see 86, 48, 50. We have different numbers. I'm saying I want to display only length greater than 100. So what I can write? Anyone?
Using where length, any operator we can use greater than 100.
No, directly we can give the condition actually. We need to use where clause only. Where length.
Okay.
Directly. Here we used equals to, right? Directly we can use greater than 100. That's it. But the concept is we need to use where clause here. Okay. So actually, as there is a greater than, you might have think about is we need to use any other operators, but no need. Here greater than, equals to, less than, we can use directly. Okay. So I'm just executing this and let's see the output. See, in the length, it is showing only greater than 100 content, right? Like that. Okay. Yes, if you have any doubt, you can stop me at any time and you can ask me. Okay. And from now, let's start a new concept called as operators. And along with the operators, we will also learn about some clauses. Okay. We will learn these two concepts together so that we can relate to the data very easily. Operators and clauses. Okay. So let me give you one example. So fetch the data of movies having length between 100 to 150. So previously what I did, I said I want to fetch only length greater than 100. But here I'm saying I want to fetch between 100 to 150. How I can use this? Select star from film. Okay. Obviously, as we are mentioning any condition, as we want to filter the data, first we will use where clause. Okay. Where length. Then what we are saying, I want to display between 100 to 150, right? Then here what I need to use one operator called as AND. Okay. 100 and 150. Okay, basically I can say we will use, 1 second.
Ma'am, it should be where length between 100.
Between, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Here we need to use between first. See, up to here, we will write from question only. Length between 100. Instead of 2, we need to use and. Okay. Basically, I can say we are using between and operators to solve this question. Right? I'm saying I want to display between 100 to 150. Then I need to write select star from film where length between 100 and 150. We need to use between is one operator and is another operator. We need to use both of these operators between and together to display the data between these two. Okay. Let me just execute this. And see, length between 100 and 150 only it is coming, like not less than 100 and not greater than 150. Okay, like that. We need to give this between and operator. Clear? Basically, whenever we see question, at that time only, as this is the first time, you might not understand, but whenever going forward, whenever you see question, you can easily relate whether to use and where to use and like that. Okay. Now let me give you more examples so that you can understand very clearly. Here, let me so I'm giving one more question. My question is fetch the data of movies having length greater than 100. Okay. And rating is G. Okay. What I said previously, we used this query, right? First, what we used, I said display the movies of those rating is equals to G. Okay. Then we used movies having length greater than 100. Now we want to display this both conditions together. So I'm saying in one question only, I want to display the movies of having length greater than 100 and rating is equals to G. Sorry. Right? How to do that? Select star from film. Right? What I need to use here? Where
Where
basically we are giving
length greater than 100 and rating is equal to G.
correct. Basically, we are as we are using where clause, we need to use where condition here, and we need to use length greater than 100, and we need to use only and operator here, and rating is equals to G. That's it. Here, basically, we are asking about we are giving two conditions, right? So for that two conditions, in between that two conditions, we need to use and operator. We want this as well as this. That's the reason we are using and operator. Whenever we use and operator, the concept is that both the conditions should be true. Okay. Whenever we use and operator, both conditions should be true. Basically, most of us already know about this, right? Whenever we are talking about logical tables and all, whenever we use and operators, both the conditions should be true, right? So here length should be greater than 100 and rating is also should be equals to 0. As we want this both, we used and operator. Let's just execute this. It will display the data accordingly. Length will be greater than 100 only and it will display all the G rating data only, right? Definitely it is following both the rules. Okay. This is how we will use and operator. Clear? This concept is actually simple, so you may not get much doubts. But again, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay. Now this one you you need to tell like how to write the query. Let's first modify above query. Fetch the Fetch the data of the movies having length greater than 100 and rating is equals to G. Right? And only display like film ID, rating, and length. So, how to write this sentence? Not you, Shushavan. I know you can answer this question. Anyone else? Please try to answer this question. What I need to write here? My question is which the data of the movies having length greater than 100 and rating is G. But I'm saying I want to display only film ID, rating, and length columns only. Yes, Manish. Can you? Anyone? Just guess. If it is wrong, also no problem. This is so simple. Don't think very deeply. Just the same query. I got some reply. Correct, Rahul. You are right. Using select individual column. See, the same query, guys. The same query, but here what I'm asking, I want to display only film ID, rating, and length. That means instead of asterisk, we need to give this column names here. Basically, what is film ID, rating, and length here? These are the column names, right? So directly we can use this column names. We know, right? If we use asterisk, it will display the complete data. But if we want to see any particular columns, then at that time we need to mention that column names only. No. So here I am mentioning only the column names from film where again the condition is same because the question is same, right? I need to display length 100 greater than 100 and rating is equals to G. See, film ID, rating, length. Like this we will get. And of course, it satisfies the condition that rating is G and length is greater than 100 only. Right? Don't get confused, okay? You should at least try to understand the question. Then you can easily get to understand the answer because definitely I will ask you the questions which we already covered only, not a new questions, okay? So, all right. Next operator is we have OR operator. We are done with AND operator. Now let's see about OR operator. OR operator in the sense, in a AND operator, both conditions should be true, right? In OR operator, any one condition should be true. Okay. Like at least one condition should be true. So let me use the same query. Let me use OR operator in previous query only. Like which the rate of movies having length is greater than 100 or rating is G. Now what will be my answer? Please tell me. Guys, please respond.
Instead of and, we have to use or in between.
Correct, correct. That's it. Instead of and, we need to use or. Here, what it happens when it displays all the data, which this both the conditions are satisfied. It displayed only length greater than 100 and rating is equals to G. Here, what it will do? It will display if the length is greater than 100 also, that data first it will display. Then if the rating is G, also that data it will also display. Let me see. Let me show you. Not both the conditions should be true. Here, let's observe this is the length column and this is G column, right? Here, if you see the length is 48 only. Length is not greater than 100, but it is satisfying this rating is G, right? It is satisfying this. So basically, whenever we use OR operator, what the output will be, it will display this condition data separately and this condition data separately. Previously, what it did, it displayed whenever both the conditions together satisfied, that data only displayed. That means the length should be greater than 100 and obviously the rating should be G only. Here we are saying OR operator. If this condition satisfies also, it will display. If this condition satisfies also, it will display. Like here 117 is there, G. Here PG13 is there, but the rating is 114. So this length is greater than 100 is satisfying here, not G. But still it will display because this condition is satisfying. Like that. If you see this 48 is less than 100. First condition is not satisfying, but second condition is satisfying, right? Any of the condition satisfies also, it will display whenever we are using OR operator. Am I clear?
Ma'am, write that in comment also, madam, for the note purpose.
Sure. Actually, I wrote here at the top, any one condition should be true. One condition is true also, it will display the data. Here also I will write to make you more clearly understand. Displays either length greater than 100 data as well as it displays rating equals to G data also, right? Like that. Whenever we are using and whatever it whichever condition satisfies that data, it will display. Okay. So this is about OR operator. So far we understood about and OR, right? Of course, we saw like between and also, but once again, going forward, we will try to see what is between operator. That is a separate operator. Let's see at that time. But for now, we finished and OR, right? Now, let's talk about one clause here. As I said in starting only, in this class, we are discussing about operators and clauses together, right? So there is one clause called as order by clause. Let's discuss that now. Okay. What is order by clause? See, basically what it happens if whenever we are displaying the data, if we want to sort the data. Yes. Yes,
In the last line, display either length greater than 0 or no, or as well as it's right.
Actually, yeah, to make you understand, I used as well as, or else if we talk about exactly English, we can use either length greater than 100 or rating is equals to G.
Okay, either way it's correct. Okay.
Yeah, because this condition, what satisfies also, it displays the data. This condition satisfies also, it displays the data.
Okay.
Okay. Better I will use when. It displays when length greater than 100 as well as it displays when rating is equals to G. Okay. Like that. All right. Order by clause, basically why we will use this in the sense, use it to sort the data. Okay. Sort the data in the sense, basically whenever we are displaying the data, if we want to sort the data either in ascending order or descending order. We will use order by clause. Okay. Basically, whenever we are displaying data, we can arrange the data in either any of this order, ascending order or descending order. If we want to display like that, we will use order by clause. Now let's see some examples. So let's use this table only, the film table. Let me write the question, which the details of the film. 1 second. Suppose, let me write. Which the details of film based on length column. Based on length in ascending order. If I say like this, basically, let me just display, select start from film, right? I'm saying length column, based on length column, no? So what I will use here, as I said, basically we will use order by clause to sort the data, right? Here what I'm saying, I need to sort the data based on the length column. So basically what I will use, select start from filling, order by
Length.
Order by length. Let's just execute this and let's observe the output. Let me just go to the length column. You can see first we have 46, then 47. Going forward, we have 48, 50, 51, 54 like that.
By default, it is in ascending order, right?
Correct. By default, it is at the end, it is showing 185. If you can see, first it is showing me 46 and going forward, the value is increasing, right? Up to 185. So here, as I said, I want to display the details of the film based on length in ascending order. But I didn't use any keyword of ascending or descending order because by default, it will sort in ascending order. That means if we don't write anything here also, it will sort it. I mean, if we don't write, if we don't mention either ascending or descending also, it will sort by default in the ascending order only. But if we want to sort the same data in descending order, guys, ignore if I write some spelling mistakes. So if I want to sort the same data in descending order, what we will do? The same query. After length, we will use the keyword called as DESC. DESC means descending order. Okay. See, here the length, first we got 185 here. Going forward, the length will be decreased like 181, 180, like that, 179, 176, 160, like that. At the end, we got 46. Highest to the lowest kind of thing. We know, right? Ascending in the sense lowest to the highest, descending in the sense highest to the lowest. Correct?
Ma'am,
Mhm.
we can elaborate the descending also, right? Not an issue.
Here?
Yeah.
No. We need DESC is the keyword for descending order.
Okay.
We need to write like this only.
Okay.
And one more thing. If we don't write anything also, it will sort in ascending order. And if we use ASC is the keyword for ascending order. If we use this one also, it will sort in ascending order only. See, length 46, 47, like that. If we use ASC also, it will sort in. ASC is the keyword for ascending order. DESC is the keyword for descending order. We need to use like this only. Okay. And ASC, if we write ASC also, it will sort in ascending order. If we don't write anything here also, by default, it will sort in ascending order only. No need of mentioning ASC separately. But in case if you want to sort in descending order, then we should definitely use DESC. Okay. And if you observe here, whenever we are sorting the data, sorting in the sense, it just, you can understand like arranging the data. Okay. Arranging the data in any particular order. Okay. And if you observe, whenever we are sorting the data, we will definitely sort based on any column. Okay. Here we are using length column. So after writing order by is basically a clause which we will use to sort the data. After writing order by, we need to give the column name here. Based on which column name we want to sort the data, that column name we should write after giving order by. Okay. If you with a little bit practice, you can get used to this queries, no problem. First, definitely in whatever we are doing here, we are just fetching the data or displaying the data, no? So by default, we will use select start from the table name. And after that, according to the question, we will use either the clauses like where clause or order by clause. Whenever, if we are giving any conditions, if we are filtering the data, we will use where clause. Or else if we are sorting the data, like based on like this. If we are sorting the data, we will use order by clause. And in question, we can able to see based on kind of thing. They will ask based on which column we need to sort the data. At that time, we need to write that column name beside order by, okay, order by keyword, order by length. If we want in descending order, we need to use DESC keyword. Clear? This is important clause which we will use very frequently in our real time.
Yes, madam.
Great. So basically, where we will use this clause in the sense, if we in such situations like if you want to display top 5 employee details who is earning highest salary, okay? If we want to display top 5 employee details who is earning highest salary in the sense, we will use order by. If we use order by, what it happens, it will display the employee salary from the highest to lowest. But again, from that entire data, how to display the top 5 records, I will say you in going forward in tomorrow's class, okay? That we will use another thing, I will say you tomorrow. But in such cases, we will use this order by clause more frequently, okay? Like, you know, if according to our clients, if we display like a top 10 sales, top 50 sales like that, we will use this order by clause, okay? Most most sold product, what is our top sales, what is the product names which is we are having highest sales, like that conditions in such situations we will use order by clause. Okay, now
But ma'am, if for the highest sales and all, it will show from top to bottom, right? If I want to see only one record, so how it would be?
that's what we need to use one more here along with the order by clause that I will explain in tomorrow's class. Top 5 in the sense we should display only top 5 rows, not all the rows, right?
Okay,
So what to use that we will discuss in tomorrow's class. All right.
thank you, ma'am.
Now, yeah, welcome. Now what? So all right. So first, what we will do? Let me. If you observe, we have first. Let's see another example for this order by. Okay, let's use another table here. I will give you the question line. Fetch the data from the payment table. Payment table. The payment table sorted by amount in descending order. Okay. So first, just let me display the data from the payment table. Okay, so let's start from payment. If this is my question, I'm saying that fetch the data from the payment table sorted by amount in descending order. First, let me just display the payment table. We have another table called as payment. We have payment ID, customer ID, staff ID, rental ID. We have amount column, payment date, and last update. So we have something called as amount. I'm saying that I want to sort this payment table based on amount column in descending order. So what will be my syntax? Anyone? Select star from payment. Then what I need to use here? I'm saying I want to sort by amount in descending order.
Order by
Right. Order by
payment descending.
observe nicely.
Payment table sorted by amount in amount. Yeah, madam.
Right. Order by amount.
Descending. DESC.
Descending. Right. Definitely, whenever we are use order by clause, they will definitely mention any column name here. Based on that particular column name only, we will sort the data. Here they mentioned sort it on based on length. Here they mentioned sorted by or else based on amount. That's the reason I used order by amount. And as they are saying descending order, I used DESC here. First, you can see here in the question only, we will have the entire answer. We need to divide the question. First, fetch the data from payment table, right? Fetch the data. Fetch the data from the payment table. That's the reason we wrote select star from payment. By using select star from payment, we can able to fetch the data from payment table, right? And the second part is sorted by amount. As we are talking about sorting, we need to use order by. They said sorted by amount. So we need to use order by amount in descending order. So I mentioned DESC here, right? So simple. See, with some practice only, you can able to do all these things. No worries. Okay. But the concept here is if we learn the concepts by using this kind of databases and by solving this kind of examples, then we can able to learn the concepts very easily, right? Simply, if I just explain you the concept and if I explain you the syntax, you will not understand where to use that concept clearly. But if we solve some examples like this, you can easily relate to any of the project you join, right? All right, now, see, I'm just displaying the payment table. If we observe, we have another column called as staff ID. Now, let's use the staff ID also in our question. Let me give you the question first.
Divya, 1 minute. I did
Yes,
not
please.
understand the last statement. Can you please repeat if possible?
Sure. This order by amount?
Fetch the data from payment table. That one.
Yeah, fetch the data from payment table sorted by amount in descending order. This is my question. Basically, fetch the data from the payment table. Whenever we see what it means, we need to display the data from payment table. So I wrote select star from payment. And then what I'm asking, sorted by amount. Sorted by amount in the sense I'm saying I want to sort the data based on amount. Whenever we need to sort the data, we will use order by clause. So I used order by. And whenever we are using order by, we will definitely sort the data based on any column. Here, amount is a column in payment table. Let me just display the data first. Here, amount is one column. They are saying I want to sort the data from this table based on the amount in descending order. That's the reason I wrote order by amount descending, DESC. Previously, what we did, if you want to select the film data, let me show you the question. Did fetch the details of the film based on the length in ascending order. Based on the length, no. That's the reason we used. I want to sort the data based on the length. So I use select start from film, order by length. Now they are saying we want to fetch the data based on amount in descending. So order by amount, DESC. Clear, Sweta?
Yes. Yes, Divya. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
got confused because we were previously using film, right? Table.
Yeah, this is another table.
Yeah,
I
that's what
just
I got
wanted you to
confused.
show another table. That's what
Okay.
I mentioned also. Let's use another table and I showed the payment. So because every time using one table only means also we need to use another table, right? So payment is another table and amount is a column in payment table. Okay. Let me
Thank
once
you.
again you're welcome. Once again display this payment table. This is payment table. We have amount and we have staff ID also. Let's also include staff ID in our next question. And the question is like, suppose I want to see the same question. I'm just copying it. Fetch the data from payment table, sorted by amount in descending order. But I want in this only. Only details of staff ID is one. See, now try to answer my question. I'm saying that first the same question. I want to fetch the data from the payment table sorted by amount in descending order. But again, I'm saying I want only the details of staff ID is equals to 1. Basically, if I am saying I want to display only the details of staff ID is equals to 1, what basically is this?
Where we supposed
Right. Basically, this is a condition, so that we need to use where clause here. So basically, we are using two clauses. We need to use order by clause and we need to use where clause. So there is one rule that whenever we use where clause and order by clause together, first we need to use where clause only. First we need to use where clause. Then only we need to use order by clause. Okay. We need to remember that. If we use where clause, order by clause first and then where clause, it will throw us an error. Okay. Let me show you the output, then you can understand. I'm saying I want to fetch the data from the payment table. So I wrote select start from payment, sorted by amount in descending order, but I want only details of staff ID is 1. So I need to use where condition here. I need to use where staff
is
ID
equal to 1.
is equals to 1. I want only this condition to be satisfied. After that only, I want to sort the data on amount based on amount in descending order. Whenever we use order by clause and where clause together, definitely we need to remember this rule. First, we need to use where clause only, then only we need to use order by clause. Because in generally also, suppose logically, if you think, we are saying we want staff ID 1. And we want to we want to arrange the data in descending order. So as we want only staff ID 1, first suppose imagine first we wrote this one. First we sort the data from highest to the lowest, and afterwards taking only staff ID 1 is useless. First what we need to do, first we need to fetch only the staff ID is equals to 1 data, because we want only that data. In that data, we need to arrange it in the order, right? Once our condition satisfies for that data only, we will arrange the order. We will arrange the data in the order. We will use order by clause. Okay. Let's execute. See here, if you observe, I'm having only staff ID is equals to 1. After taking only staff ID is equals to 1 data, then what it did, it arranged amount in the descending order. First 11.99, then 10.99, like that, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, going forward like that. First, whenever we are using where clause and order by clause, we need to definitely first use where clause. It will first display that particular data only, then only it will arrange in an order. Okay. So basically we can use these clauses together also, depending upon our requirement. But if we use order by clause and wait clause later, we will get an error. Suppose if I use like this, it will throw me error. It won't work. We need to definitely use wait clause first, then only order by clause. Okay. I hope it is clear for you, everyone. And let's see one more question. With this, we will complete this. With this, we will complete this concept. And due to lack of time, I'm just copying the question here. So now if I want to see the same data, fetch the same data, but first we need to sort the data by customer ID and then sort the data by amount. Basically, I want to show you this question to let you know that we can sort the data by using two columns as well. So for what we did, we used only one column. Either we sorted by here, we sorted by using amount column, we sorted by using length column like that. But we can sort by using two columns as well. How to do that? I'm saying fetch the data, sort the data by customer ID.
Select star from payment.
Yeah,
Order by
actually, first 1 second. I think, yeah.
order by customer ID, comma, amount.
Yeah, same data, no? So I'm just copying here. Select star from payment, where staff ID is equals to 1. Hello?
Order by customer ID, comma, sort, comma, amount.
Yes, order by customer ID first, then amount, right? First, we need to use customer ID, comma, amount. If we want descending order, we will use DSC, right? First, what it will do? Obviously, it will display the data from the payment where staff ID is equals to 1. First, it will fetch this condition data only. Whenever staff ID is equals to 1, it will sort the data by using customer ID. First, it will sort by customer ID, then it will sort by amount. Okay. Let me just show you the data. Oh, staff ID is equals to 1 and customer ID here again. If you observe here, I didn't mention anything after customer ID. So first it will sort customer ID in ascending order, then it will sort amount in descending order. Okay. If I wrote DESC here, that will be different. But I didn't wrote anything here. If you didn't mention anything, by default, it will sort in ascending order only, right? So first it is giving all the staff ID 1, then customer ID 1. It is sorting in ascending order going forward 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. And if you see amount, it is sorting in the descending order, right? Like that. Basically, what is the concept here? Guys, these guys are not waiting. Let's continue in tomorrow's class, okay? Sorry for that. I'll explain this once again tomorrow.
Divya, one small request while uploading the notes, can you please mark the date?
Sure, I'll do
Day-wise?
that. I'll do that. Okay?
Because it's a bit confusing. Sorry.
Correct. I'll do that from tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys. I'm ending the session now.